Good morning. If you don't know who I am, my name is Edith and I like to read books and yap about them to you guys. And today, as promised by myself only, we are going to be decorating for fall. But I'm gonna get some breakfast, some water. Maybe we'll make a little fall coffee. Actually, we will. I'll show you guys because I made one the other day that was so good. So I really feel like we need to go over how I did that. And yes, for this one coffee, I'm gonna need all of these. In the first of these small tiny cups, we're going to add in a huge teaspoon of brown sugar. And I'm talking huge. That's what I ended up doing yesterday because the other days I feel like I haven't been able to taste it. So like this, I just dropped them on the floor, whatever. A big teaspoon of that, maybe a little bit more. That much more, yeah. So like 1.5, basically. And then on top of the brown sugar, we're gonna put a little teaspoon of coffee. Or not a little, just like a normal teaspoon of instant coffee. That's at least what I use. I feel like you could use anything. If you use an espresso machine, just pour it over the sugar. And last but not least, a little dash of cinnamon. Again, this is to your liking. Add in however much you want. That was a little bit too much for my taste, but whatever. And then we're gonna fill this up halfway with hot water. In the second one, we're going to add in just a little splash of your milk creamer of choice, whatever you want to use. I think I'm pretty sure it's only poured up to here. And then I'm also, actually I didn't do this last time because I'm unsure if it's gonna work because cinnamon is hydrophobic. Is that not actually a thing? It's hydrophobic. So if I put it in this, I'm unsure if it's actually going to mix with it, but I'm gonna put in a few dashes again of cinnamon. And then with my trusty dusty little milk frother, I'm just going to froth it up until I feel like it looks the exact way I want it to, until it looks like a foam, basically. And then of course, in this one, we're gonna fill it up with your ice of choice. I have yet to buy any ice cream, ice bags to make ice cubes. So I have a very big tub where I make ice cubes that are big enough that I can only fit 2 in here, but I'm gonna do that. Because, like I said, this is gonna be a fall drink. Pumpkin spice. Ooh, it actually opens. The last few days I've had to have this under hot water because it's been too sticky. And this I'm just gonna do 2 teaspoons of, I think. And then I'm going to fill it up halfway with, I put the syrup in here, in case you can't tell. And then we're going to fill it up halfway with some milk. Just stop there because you can always put a little bit more on. And then for the big moment of assembly, in here I have my little coffee mixture. Just gonna make sure it is as much. This is actually where the cinnamon is the biggest problem because I put in a teeny tiny bit too much, perhaps. But to assemble, as one would probably guess, I have to pour this into here. I'm gonna do that over the sink, even though it would be a very aesthetically pleasing shot, but it would not be aesthetically pleasing to get this coffee everywhere. Great. Look at that, it's also already dripping down from the side. That's great. I never get how that happens. I feel like I do everything right, and anyway I get coffee everywhere. Now that looks really good. And I can't figure out, I don't think I need to add more other than our little frothed milk. Just get as much as possible done. And there we have it. All right, okay, right now you can see all the fucking stuff on the bottom. Milk, coffee, more milk. So obviously that's gonna be mixed together with a little perfect straw. And I can just already tell by the color of this that I'm gonna love it. Again, this is gonna be sweet. Do not drink this if you don't like sweet things. This is gonna be very sweet. And if you're like, yeah, whatever, trust me, I mean it. I don't know why, but I feel like something is missing. I can't figure out what it is. Also, cinnamon in the bottom now. Honestly, not even surprising. So I'm gonna clean this up, eat my breakfast, and then let's get into cleaning. All right, bear over with the fact that this is right in your face right now. Don't worry, my first priority once I get a job and get some money in is to buy a tripod. Because nothing, like, not even the fact that I have to film on my phone annoys me as much as the fact that I can't put my phone up places. Especially in the fall time when we're gonna start making more like cozy baking too. Yeah, there's a lot of scenarios where I have really wished for one. Right now, you guys are gonna be right there. As you can see right now, this looks like chaos. I am not sure if I can get all of these books to be on this shelf. But I also, on the bottom shelf, have only Magnolia Parks, which obviously won't work either. I do realize it's because I squeezed in the Light Lark in Fourth Wing series on this shelf where it wasn't normally, but I really want that one to be on top. So then I would rather move like Divergent or Wet Queen down. I'm gonna figure all of that out right now in this very moment. And then we're gonna get started on the rest of the room, which I'm very happy I decided to vacuum behind these. I'm also going to vacuum underneath my bed. We're gonna do the whole shebang. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it right. And that includes vacuuming underneath the bed and all of that stuff. No matter how much I might hate it, that's what it's gonna take. I'm gonna figure this one out though, really quickly. See what I end up with. So I actually mixed the times up. I have time to like do the laundry at 1 and it's 12, so in an hour. So I need to quickly get my laundry out of my room, and then while we wait for that hour, we're gonna focus on the kitchen. Oh no, we're gonna wash the floors in my room and then we're gonna focus on the kitchen. Maybe, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I kind of feel like I need to get some, all of the decorations I don't want, I put out here, so I need to figure out where I need to put them until I can pack them down. But that's the plan. So we have another hour to deep clean one of these rooms, and then while the laundry is being washed, I feel like we can like do the living room and the hallway and maybe even the bathroom, even though it's not been that long since I've cleaned the bathroom. So we're just gonna do like a surface clean there. I'm very excited about this. I'm happy now. I'm in such a great mood. I'm in such a great mood. We're officially ready for the actual exciting part of this video. Also, excuse the fact that the video is backlit, but that's how it has to be right now. Sure. It's officially time to decorate. You can't actually see it because you're kind of high up, but I have an entire box. I have an entire box over here filled with Halloween decorations. I have this that I actually made last year. I crocheted the ghosts and then like glued them on, which I might have to go an extra round with the glue once it's on, and of course a pillow for it. And then the thing I was most excited about, my blanket. This is in fact some cheap thing I bought at like Timo or something. Do not judge me, okay? I don't do it anymore, but I was very heavy on it for a period until I kind of looked into it and figured out how harmful it really is. So don't do like me. I feel like you can't see me. Like I feel like I'm like a black shadow over here. But pumpkin and skeleton, pumpkin, a ghost, which again, this I also made by myself from clay. I think I made multiple and then gave my mom one. Oh yeah, this one I bought last year and I love it. My goal for this year is to find something similar but like with a cat. This one I also made with the clay, kind of like a little pumpkin with a candle in it. I'm not the proudest of this. Like I kind of ruined it by like trying to make these more clear with a black paint. This guy might actually be my favorite. He always sits on my bookshelf and I've had him for the longest. He can sit like that. So cute. Another little pumpkin thing. I actually have no idea what this is. I know that this is a pumpkin that I've then put inside of this. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a box, but I think it came out like smaller than what I thought. And then for it to keep its shape, I kind of have to put something inside of it. But there we are. This candle I also bought from Temu, and I'm pretty sure this also, yeah, it smells really bad, but I'll just like keep the lid on. It just says it's fall, y'all. Again, this was like cheap from Temu, so this year if I am gonna buy more, I will only buy like quality stuff. I feel like from like other stores in Denmark. this little ghost, which should have like a bottom to it somewhere, and this skull. I am aware that most of these are Halloween, not just fall, but in my brain, Halloween and fall, like spooky time, is kind of the same thing. And then the thing I've actually been waiting for. My slippers, again, from Timo. I do not recommend buying them, but I love them. These are soft. I have to make sure there are no like spiders in here, but it does not look like it. Which means that these are basically just ready to be used. I have another little candle thing. There's actually no batteries in this, but I'll have to figure out if we have any batteries for it. This guy, I made him last year, and I would just like to point out the fact that when I made him, he was standing upright. And because of the sun, it slowly melted and fell, and now it's, you know, lying down, but it actually looks kind of cool. This, which was like from a supermarket, and it had candy in it, so I just bought it. This, which I'm so excited to go back to making pumpkin spice lattes in this. I did have another cup last year, which I loved, but it grew mold after like 2 uses, which is why you should not buy from Timo. Okay, I'm not sure if this is how I put it last year. I'll have to look up a picture, but it's really cute. That is in fact all of the stuff that I have. So now I'm just gonna like decorate a little bit, and then I will show you all the finished product. I just realized I should probably show you guys now, because I did realize earlier that the festival from last night is going to be here again. So now would be a really great time before loud music starts. So let's walk in there with my little slippers and give you guys a little overview of the decorations. So you walk in, and already here you can tell this is fall. Let's honestly just start with the bookshelves. So up there we have that little guy and a picture of me and my mom that I've put down. And then we have a little ghost there, stuff like that. Cranium, my favorite little guy. That little ghost. The birdie, which honestly fits perfect into the vibe of that entire shelf. And then I put the Halloween thing up there along with like Buffy and Dobby and stuff like that. And then that's still the same. Got this little pumpkin pillow, which is so cute, and the blanket. And then, yeah, you can totally hear the music in the background. I'll make this quick. Here we have the same thing as before. My pumpkin pillow with all of my crocheted little horror teddy bears. This pillow. And then over here, I've just filled this up with a bunch of different decorations. But that is in fact it for today's video, so great timing for the music to start now. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this entire 3-part preparing for fall series, let me know, and I will do it again for Christmas, which I will probably also be doing early, like November type stuff. But yeah, let me know, and I will 100% do that, because like fall and winter Christmassy things are my favorite time of year ever, so I will do everything in my power to romanticize it and help you guys romanticize it. And I'll keep you guys updated on all of the job things I mentioned in this video, because all of that is going to be very exciting, and it's obviously going to have an effect on this entire thing. But without further ado, I will see you all in the next video. Oh yeah, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe, turn on your bell notifications, so you can be a part of the rest of this fall content. It won't be preparing for fall, but I have a few reading vlogs planned, some normal vlogs, all of that type of stuff. So stick around if that is something you would enjoy watching. With that said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!